What's that, Bash?
Today we're gonna play a game. Today we're gonna play a game. Just do not get scared. Just grab the controller and let's play a game. Okie dokie. What's the current? I have no idea what the current time is. But anyways. There we go. It's quiet in here. What does this say? Hang on.
Before we get started, can I just say something?
Yeah.
Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you've booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 o'clock and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of talking.
That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal.
Okay, what's that?
Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time.
Okay.
Go ahead, clock whichever time you want. Even if it's not the correct tinnel, you've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now.
Okay, thank you. Jeez, finally, no more texting. Anyways, what's up guys, it's me, Bash, and today we're playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, Part 2. And also I'm sick, so this is gonna be a problem. Anyways, begin game. Jeez, how many times have I had to do this?
This is the story.
Okay. There we go. Oh, I can still catch.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, Mebo. What? Why is these lights are not on? Oh! New content! Oh, heck yeah!
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay, what is it? I'm ready. Show me what you got, narrator. Is that his true name? Oh, my back. Why is it getting... Why am I having a feeling like this is brighter? Is this supposed to be darker? Okay, whatever.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Oh, what is it?
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Whoa! The Stanley Parable 2 is awesome. Hold on, let me... Okay, that's too loud. There we go.
Yes, you see,
oh my gosh.
isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of
2
all
cups.
the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
The end is never the end again. Yeah, there is.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so
Oh.
much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Okay. Oh, books. Oh, those are not books. Sorry. Two doors. Two brains. Two firms. There, I found a firm. Like a long time ago, you told me pay attention to the firm. You know that? Okay. Oh, two twos. What is the firm? 2 Stanleys.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Ooh. Okay. Why is there a bus here? Whatever. Ooh. Wow.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Oh, I will. This is exciting. Is that a bucket? Morse code. I'm not going to scan that. I'm going to the bucket. Wherever the bucket is.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
Bucket.
As you hold onto the bucket,
The bucket.
many disorienting
Give me the bucket.
contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Okay.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay, cool.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already. Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I'll go with this one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy
Ah,
12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
but I like the white one. Let's have a heart on it. Okay, whatever. Oh. Okay.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Yeah. Hey, the jump circle is back.
You know what?
What?
Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Okay. Hey, it's the hole. I should get in the hole. Pause. No, I'm going with the free, no, easy. Whatever. Oh, trophy.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Okay.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
The hole.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right.
Oh.
Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Okay.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite
I like a walk
hole,
while I'm falling.
you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Now.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Nah.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Oh,
Aha!
Hey, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Jeez.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Okay.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Okay, let's see more. Not!
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Yeah.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so... Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing
Yay! Oh,
Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Oh, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not
What?
infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point.
wait, what?
It's more of a concavity,
Oh.
or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Is something's going to happen?
Is the
What? I'm pressing the
teleport
button.
button not working?
Yeah, I'm pressing
Sure.
it.
Well, I mean,
I'm pressing the
I
button.
don't
It's
know
not
an
working.
explanation. Still nothing.
Look,
Well,
look.
I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
Wait,
I
what?
couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Okay. Can I try other buttons? No. Wait, what? What was that? No. Ooh. Wait, what? Oh, I'm moving. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, hi, Stanley. Oh. What? I can change musics? I'll go with this one. Oh. Spice. Oh, the water? Wherever this is. Oh! Oh, you choose myself. Ooh. Oh. Oh, what the? Wow.
Stanley?
That.
Stanley? Stanley?
Oh.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
That was actually fun, though.
To all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Is he going to do it then? Do it again. Oh! Oh, what just happened? Okay.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay, I would go with the button. Okay.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
Oh, wait.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button, which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
That's cool.
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified.
Jim.
Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply?
What?
Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button. Jim. Yes, you see. What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again. Jim. Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon
Wait,
you'll
what?
start to
Wait,
lose
no!
all sense of who you actually are.
No! Okay. Okay, bye-bye button.
I suppose I could allow.
Okay, what is that big statue over
play
there?
The Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
The big statue. Let's go see what's over here.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Ooh. Yay! I could do that in my game. I think.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
No. Okay, let me check if I missed something. What? What's up there? How do I get up there? Let me look around. What's over here? What?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. Okay. And my feet is asleep. I do not like that. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay. Well, what now? It's a girl. Oh. Oh. Red.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
White and
Ready
red.
to move on now?
Yep. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
So, Stanley, what do you think?
Oh,
Do
let
you
me sit
like
down.
all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable2.
Oh.
I mean, there's potential here, right?
Two buckets.
Sort of. Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who
Well,
am I kidding, Stanley?
2 holes.
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot
2
of
trophies.
gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect.
Yeah.
With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Okay, what was that? Whoa! Oh, heck yeah! This is what I'm talking about! Yeah! So more than that. What if I have different endings? That will take the cake. I love cake. Okay. The clock.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Blooms.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hey, bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yeah, I did. Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Right is always right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Yeah.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
There's a vent and a Stanley. Stanley figurine?
He was firmly
Stanley
convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Okay.
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here. Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Yeah.
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket. Pick up the phone and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Are we home? I don't know.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Ooh. Okay.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Okay.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Okay. Oh.
Well, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Yeah, no.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now, all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Metal.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore.
Oh.
From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket.
Shiny bucket.
Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it. Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdy.
Wait, that wasn't there before.
Capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Okay. What are you watching? Nothing.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Oh.
Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket. Oh no. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket?
Okay, my parents just come in. Okay, continuing. Okay.
Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't
What is their
understand.
account?
Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes.
Are you sure
The
about
bucket
that?
could tell me what to do in this
Where's
troublesome
candles?
situation.
Oh! Oh! Okay. Hey, bucket. Why is there a fry pan?
Stanley, give me
Wait,
the
no!
bucket. Give it to me. Give me
Take
the
it!
bucket,
No,
Stanley.
no!
I need it. Give it to me now. Give it, or I'll...
No! Okay.
You have my phone and are making a video with it, right?
Yeah.
You need me to call mom from?
Okay. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone?
Okay. Bye-bye.
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear. We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self. The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps, if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley. What are you talking about? He screamed. You're a bucket! To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
Bucket.
No, said the bucket. Not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No! Stanley screamed even louder this time. This is stupid! You are a bucket! This is
You're a bucket, bro!
Why are we even doing this? As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
What just happened?
My God, Stanley,
Oh!
you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12
What?
emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again
Why are you so
go
happy it's
trifling with
restarting the
this
game?
bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
Okay, anyways, guys, I'm going to end this video right here. Because, yeah, it's a long video. But before we end the video, there's one thing I want to do. Speedrun.
What did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Yeah.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Ooh, shiny.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Okay. Come on, Louis Green. There we go. Anyways, so guys, I'm going to end the video here because it is an amazing update. The Stanley Parable2 instead of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Wow, what a great game. I'm giving this game a 10 out of 10. But there's still more endings, like the text. So, yeah. So, thank you guys for watching the show. Hit that subscribe below. Bye, guys. The bucket. Why is somebody would put a bucket in a game? Da 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 da. That is the end. That is the end. That is the end for the game.